Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Nur Qurratul Aunie and I am a first year media and communication student. Today I will be starting our group discussion by talking about an article titled The Worldwide Obesity Epidemic by Philip T. James and others. So this article highlights how obesity affects people around the world and how it differs by region and gender. According to the article, obesity rates vary greatly depending on where someone lives, and it is more common in places like the Middle East, Central and Eastern Europe, and also North America, where the women tend to have higher BMI levels than the men in most countries. This is partly because women naturally have more body fat and uh, less muscle mass, which make it harder to burn calories. And in some cultures, women also spend more time at home where food is always available, leading to more frequent snacking. Another important point from the article is that obesity is often linked to poverty and early life conditions. In many developing countries, unhealthy food such as fast food or processed snacks is cheaper and more accessible than healthy food, which leads to higher obesity rates among the poor. So this article also reveals that people who were born underweight or suffered from poor childhood nutrition are more likely to be obese as adults. This is because these individuals tend to store fats around their belly area, which increases the risk of serious diseases like diabetes and high blood pressure. So in conclusion, obesity is a complex issue that is influenced by where people live, their income level, cultural expectations, and even their health as a children. So tackling this problem requires different solutions in different parts of the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Auni. I really like your explanation. The article you presented helped me understand that obesity is not only about eating habits, but also about where a person lives and the culture around them. I agree that in many countries, poverty actually can lead to unhealthy eating habits. And it's interesting to see how these patterns affect men and women differently. I think this article gives us a broader picture of how we should approach obesity in a more specific and targeted way. Assalamualaikum and good afternoon and hello everyone. My name is Nur Balqis, binti Khairul Faizi, and I'm also a year 1 student in the Media and Communication program. Today, I would like to talk about a topic that is very important to our health, which is what caused obesity. The article I will be referring to is from the National Heart, Lung and Blood Institute, published on March 24, 2022. First of all, we need to understand that obesity happens when people eat more calories than their body uses. This is called an energy imbalance. However, it's not just about food. Other factors like physical activity, sleep, stress, many medical conditions, and even our environment can also affect our weight. The first main idea is not getting enough or good quality of sleep. You know what? Poor sleep actually can affect the hormones that control hunger and making us feel hungrier and less full, which may lead overeating and weight gain. For example, if you don't get enough sleep, you might feel hungry the next day and eat more than usual. My second main idea is genetics. Researchers have identified more than 15 genes that can increase a person's risk of obesity. So, a person with these genes might gain weight more easily, even if they eat the same amount as someone without these genes. In conclusion, obesity is caused by many factors, not just eating too much. Lack of sleep, genetics, and lifestyle also play a role. Therefore, we need to take action to prevent obesity so we can live in a healthy and happy life. Thank you. That's all from me.
Thank you, Arini. I found your explanation very informative. I didn't realize how much of an impact sleep and genetics could have on our weight. People usually just blame food, but your article clearly shows that other factors like rest and biology also matter. It reminds us that everyone's situation is different and we need to be more understanding when talking about weight. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Zahroh binti Mohd Syafii, and I'm a Year 1 student from the Media and Communication program under the Faculty of Social Sciences and Humanities. The article I read is titled How to Prevent Obesity, written by Helen Miller, published on April 25, 2023. This article emphasizes that preventing obesity requires long-term changes, starting with healthy eating habits. According to the article, we should prioritize nutritious foods such as fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. At the same time, we need to limit foods high in saturated fats, added sugars, salt, and alcohol. The article also talks about the importance of physical activity. It recommends that children and teenagers should be active for at least 1 hour each day. For adults, the guideline is at least 150 minutes of moderate exercise or 75 minutes of vigorous exercise every week, along with muscle strengthening activities twice a week. In conclusion, the article explained that obesity happens when too much fat builds up in the body, leading to health risks. Preventing it involves eating healthy, exercise regularly, managing stress, and consulting a doctor for safe weight loss strategies. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Zahra. I think your article is really useful, especially because it gives clear advice on what we can do to prevent obesity. A lot of people don't realize how small lifestyle change can make a big difference. I agree that prevention is better than dealing with serious health problems later on. Hello and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nur Amalina Faza from Malay Literature course, and I will discussing the article "The Economic Impact of Obesity in the United States," written by Rose A. Hammond. The article explains that obesity and being overweight are not just health concerns, but also cause major financial problems for employers. In 2023, many employees in the workforce were affected by obesity, leading to increased costs for medical treatment, lower work productivity, disability claims, and workers' compensation. Employees with obesity had significantly higher yearly costs compared to healthy employees. The article also talks about how much companies can save if employees lose weight. For example, if there was a 25% weight loss across the workforce, it could save industry up to $569 billion in reduced medical costs and improved productivity. This clearly shows that helping people manage their weight benefit both employees and companies. In conclusion, obesity is not just a health problem, but also a big economic issue. But promoting healthier lifestyle can lead to a more efficient, sustainable, and productive workforce. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Amalina. I think your article really opened up my eyes. I didn't realize how expensive obesity can be for companies and the economy. It is interesting to see that businesses also have a reason to help their employees stay healthy, not just for their well being, but also to reduce costs and improve their performance. Hello and good afternoon to everyone. My name is Fatin Adilah binti Sukeri. I'm from Political Science program, and I'm going to explain my article entitled Childhood versus Adulthood Obesity, a Comparative Analysis from Gastro, Florida. As everyone knows, obesity is a serious global issue and is especially worrying in children because it can lead to long-term health problems. The article explains that obesity in children is measured using BMI percentiles based on age, age and gender, while in adults it's measured using fixed BMI range. This difference shows how children's growth patterns are taken into the account. One important idea from the article is that childhood and adulthood obesity both have serious consequences, but they can happen for different reasons. For example, childhood obesity often happens because children eat more calories than they burn. Many children eat unhealthy, high calorie foods and do not get enough exercise. Some do not even have access to safe place to play, while adult obesity is similar but also includes other factors like long work hours, stressful jobs, and a sedentary lifestyle. Genetics can also increase the risk of obesity and related disease in adults. The article also explains the different ways obesity is treated. Uh, First, for children, the goal is not to lose weight but to stop gaining weight so they can grow into their current weight. This involves healthy eating, being active for at least an hour each day, reducing screen time, and making better food choice. While for adults, the goal is to lose weight through portion control, regular exercise, and managing stress. In some cases, doctors may recommend medicine or surgery if other methods didn't work. In conclusion, both childhood and adulthood obesity are serious, but they require different approach to treatment. That's all from me.
Thank you, Adilah, for your explanation. I found your article very interesting because it compares obesity in both children and adults. It makes me realize that while the causes may be similar, but the obesity at different ages has to be different. I also learned that early prevention in childhood is very important to reduce health problems later in life. Good afternoon to Madam and my fellow friends. My name is Kuan Shi Hui, and I'm a Year 1 student from the Faculty of Social Science and Humanities taking Media Communication course. Today, I would like to share a summary of an article titled What are the effects of obesity? Written by Mandy French. This article discusses the various serious health effects that obesity can have on the human body. The first main idea is obesity can affect cardiovascular system. Obesity can increase the risk of heart disease and other health problems. This is because obesity itself and also because of related conditions like high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and sleep apnea. Excess weight or fat from obesity can cause fat to build up in the arteries. Arteries carry blood to and from the heart. This fat buildup can block or damage the arteries and lead to a heart attack. If the blocked arteries carry blood to the brain, it can cause a stroke. Moving on, the second idea is about the effects of obesity on the reproductive system. Researchers have found links between obesity and fertility problems in both men and women. In women, it may cause irregular menstrual cycles and issues with ovulation. It can also lead to complications during pregnancy. In men, obesity may reduce sperm production and lower testosterone levels, although research is still ongoing. To sum up, this article shows how obesity can seriously affect many parts of the body. It's a reminder that maintaining a healthy weight is not only about appearance, but is crucial for our overall well-being. Thank you.
Thank you, Kuan Shi Hui. I really appreciate how your article focus on the effects of obesity on the different body systems. It is really remind us that obesity is more than just a physical appearance issues, and it actually has serious consequences for our heart, brain, and even reproductive health. So it is a strong reason why we should take this matter seriously. So, in conclusion, today we explore different perspectives on obesity, from its causes and effects to its economic impact and differences between age groups. So we learned that obesity is a complex issues like influenced by lifestyle, environment, genetics, and even a culture. So whenever it is preventing obesity through healthy habits, managing its health impacts or reducing its cost to society. So it's clear that action is needed on many levels. I want to thank all my friends for their insightful sharing and thank you for listening. Thank you.
Okay, you can stop the recording.